I've got in my hands one of Nike's new Method Matter putters. Now this is the B201 model, a blade. There are actually two blades, a mid mallet and a mallet within this line, and these offer much more of a traditional look and traditional shaping compared to the Converge range that we also see that was brought out recently by Nike. Both of them feature this resin insert. It's going to give you a better feel and help the ball roll out a little bit more. Also launched in conjunction with these new putters is Nike's RTS fitting system. Now this is a system whereby it can give you a starting point or a guide as to the type of putter you should be using. So there's a mat on the floor, you stand on it, and depending on which section your toes lie in, it's going to dictate the amount of arc in your stroke and therefore recommend a model for you. So you can see here this is a green model, so you match that up to the colour on the mat. It just gives you a good starting point to know that you need to be using a certain type of putter. Obviously it's not an exact science, there are variations to it. Some people with a very square stroke like to use a blade and vice versa. People who have a very strong arc to their stroke like to use a mallet. So much of it down is to personal preference. Obviously it's just a guide and then you go out onto the putting green and try some different models. But having a hit with the Method Matter today, very impressed with the performance. I really love the soft feel and a very muted sound. Don't get much kind of feedback from the face in terms of sound. You can certainly feel when you don't quite catch it off the face, you do get a little bit of feeling, but it's a very, very dull sound, which I like. Very forgiving. This resin insert really does help the ball roll out, especially when you catch it slightly on the heel or toe. You're going to get a little bit more help there, especially from long range. I feel like this is a putter that you don't need to swing all that far. It certainly seems to roll out a couple of extra feet than most other models I've tried this year. The look is very traditional, you know, some really nice shapes in this line. I really love this new B201 shape. Really easy to align, not much loft on it actually, 2.5 degrees. That might help with the extra rollout a little bit. Certainly didn't seem to affect the performance. Really easy to start the ball on line. The grip feels really good as well. Just got this standard kind of mid-sized grip on here. So if you're in the market for a new putter and you don't want to break the bank, you know, retailing at £99.99, I really do think the Nike Method Matter range is a model that you should be trying. And don't forget, through a fitting with these adjustable sole weights, you can really fine-tune that feel to one that suits your stroke.